Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. We've got another Pawn Spectre up there. Location at Gran Dell. Hello.
Problem?
Us residents of Gran Dell don't really like going outside the city walls as a rule. You know, on account of all the wild, bloodthirsty monsters out there. But sometimes it's unavoidable, and some poor soul has to take the risk. Every time that happens, I'm horribly concerned they might fall prey to something mad and toothy. Yeah, understandable. That's what I'm here for. Well, it's 1-1.
1-1 just want nap.
Qualified, certified, rest is classified. Pod Spectre Chief 1-1 his name. Overseer survey new lands his game. What Pod Spectre's all doing with these stranger people? More important, why it takes so long for everyone to gather an appointed meeting spot. Never received much such information. 1-1 forget to impart. Ho-hum. 1-1 would go to find Pod Spectres and make up for omission own selves, but have wings full with other business. Have idea. Could friends guide rest upon Spectres to meeting spot? Probably all stuck in strange or sticky situations. Friends look like doing fine job so far. Surely is no extra bother.
Gather the other 11 Pawn Spectres. You get a strength up 4, no money, no XP. Priority 1-1. 1-1, the current Pawn Spectre Chief, unfortunately forgot to specify where he would hold his meeting. It's time to unite all the Pawn Spectres in one place.
1-1 should be done with business by time Pawn Spectre's all here. Can see some want to have word with 1-1, but we'll have to wait till everyone here. Naturally, there's little reward in store for helping 1-1.
Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste.
Alright, so we know of one there. I figure there's got to be another one down there. Alright. Gran Dell approach. I should have made it daytime.
Nene, look! What splendid Armu! Oh, it's true! Scales so shiny and sparkly!
Aww.
It looks the same as any Armu, if you ask me.
Different subtle. Sure is.
Really?
Pardon me. Have you come from Companion's Cape, by any chance?
Yeah, to a certain
We've
extent,
just come from the laboratory. But we were at the Cape just before that.
And was everyone there all right?
Yes, it seemed to me.
Thank goodness. That's a relief to hear.
Is something wrong?
You may be aware, but originally, we all lived here together, as a group.
But then, some left because there are Machina here.
Exactly. At first, we managed to tolerate each other in relative harmony. Obviously, we had our share of friction.
What happened?
The other guys were jerks?
The final straw was something trivial.
Of
The
course.
Companions tried all
Usually.
sorts of ploys to retake the capital, but none of the plans succeeded. Many soldiers were lost this way. One Machina had had enough, and told them to just give up.
And that's when it happened.
Yeah. They shouted, if you rust rats hadn't betrayed us, we wouldn't have lost our brethren and our homes in the first place. Things got heated, and then they left and didn't look back.
They shouldn't have forgotten that we all lost. Friends, family, and homes.
They're soldiers, ma'am. In the war, they put everything on the line for their country. And so...
When their country was taken from them, the extent of their anger and resentment was fully understandable.
Yes. Still, we who stayed behind don't bear them any grudges. They protected us all, for a long time regardless of race. And bear in mind, in the end, they didn't cast the Machina out. They left the safety of our walls of their own volition.
Well, we'll
That's
go
why
see
we
about getting them
pledged
back.
that if they chose to return, we'd welcome them back and meet them with a smile.
I will do whatever is in my power to make it so.
I'm kind of feeling that.
My eyes sweating.
Aww.
Inflammation of tear ducts.
By the way, we have heard that someone by the name of Ransom lives here.
Ransom? Yes, he lives over there.
Over there.
In the big building?
Thank you. Very kind.
It was Ransom, actually. He was the one who told the companions to give up their quest.
Right. I see.
The new faces feel a little off compared to past ones. I don't know.
All right. Let's go and see him straight away.
Yes, let's.
Like, done in a different style kind of thing. Not that they look bad. They look fine if that's what, you know, they all look like, but,
What's up?
the guys fighting monsters on the walls have it bad, sure, but maintaining order here in town is no picnic either. If it's not someone hating on how high Entia talk, it's someone stubbing their toe against a Machina or a Nopon overeating. And don't get me started on the stupid fights us Homs have between ourselves. I fear for this community, I really do. Yeah. It's kind of normal stuff. Man, I stub my toe on other people all the time. Yeah. See, like, this is a, not a new character model. It's an old character model, so it seems to fit in. Not as detailed, but, that other lady just seemed to have, I don't know, bigger lips, I guess? And eyes were bigger.
Bah, how am I supposed to shore up our reserves? I suppose with better tools we'll get better results. Maybe that's our ticket. I'd better speak with Lot one day soon. If we put our heads together, we might be able to figure something out.
Me.
A friend of mine has opened up an arts manual shop at Companion's Cape. She says she wants to make it a place that caters to advanced users, strong enough to defeat unique monsters or fog beasts. I guess that's why she's gone to Companion's Cape. Those soldiers train pretty hard.
Nah, she could have stayed here.
Are you that?
Because I'm going to be the one who does all that stuff.
Notice, if you will, how there are members of 4 diverse sentient races all living in this one small town. I think it's fantastic. In particular, we Machina, by dint of our Machina's provenance, would once be thought of by the ignorant as enemies. But here I hope we can gain people's trust by contributing our particular knack for technology to our shared cause.
I might be looking for something in particular. Let's see what you got. Prodigal Helm, Invidious Helm, Imperial Helm. No, not 85 of them. I think these are just to give you appearances, because these are all pretty crappy. But I'll buy them anyway, just in case. They're super cheap. I have a fair bit of money, although I do need to go back to Companion's Cape and buy some other stuff.
Welcome.
Homs, High Entia, Nopon. Just like with your little party, many races are represented in our small community. And each of them has their own little habits, rituals, lifestyles. It's endlessly fascinating, don't you think? But of course, there are similarities too. For example, even we Machina wash our faces in the morning. Are you surprised?
I mean, you gotta get the oil off, just like us. Kinda surprised. Days resist 2. Tension swing 2. We never really got a Machina character. I guess Fiora, to a certain extent, counted.
Hello.
A seed blammer. Let me sell some things. Do I have, let's see, friend shelter O's. It's not equipped. Let's go ahead and sell the, ones with no slots. That's the only one with 2 slots. Husk Chucker with 2 slots, so... Get rid of a Wisdom Rod. That's got 3. These all have 1. There we go. So I don't think any armor drops, so I don't think we're going to have any extra armor. I do have some things there that I could sell, but that's okay. All right. Seed Blammer, Fruit Spouter, Snug Hug Blocker, Alcione Cap. Oh, wow. There goes all my money again. All of my money. Jeez. Jeez, I need so much money. Oh, man. Alright. I'll probably sell some stuff off camera. Grand Arch. It's gotta be up above. Yeah, that's up there.
Beast Eyes on brand new product. Special discount while stock. Roll up, roll up. Can't see friends have keen eye for... Meh? Meh, meh? Why you here? What? You only come here to talk? Sorry, when friends approach so sudden. Bama just surprise. Not because shifty or anything. It's legit, all above board business. I'm selling new drink of type that make by dissolve in water. If friends curious, should buy and try for self. No refunds. If hold nose and drink in one gulp can barely taste. Meh? It's no call for making that face.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Are you perchance Radsum?
Yeah, that's me. How do you know my name?
Teelan mentioned you. You are his fellow researcher.
Oh, I see. Teelan sent you. Him and Tyree are still getting on okay?
Quite.
Big shoulders.
Though she did give him a good scolding earlier.
Went to Alchemoth again, did he? I did warn him not to be reckless. But when it comes to his research, that boy has tunnel vision. To be honest, so does Tyree.
Does she come here much as well?
No, hardly ever. She's even more focused on the work than Teelan. I couldn't begin to guess why she's so driven.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It must be about her mother after all.
Radsum, we have questions. About the Fog King.
And the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Explains.
That's why you're so curious.
We need more to go on. What can you tell us?
because of the Telethia's ether field, the Fog King and his fog beasts seem, well, unable to escape Alchemoth.
Ether
Well, that's
field.
handy.
Yeah. It's the means by which Telethia eliminate any excess ether that they absorb. Now, the Fog King and his beasts happen to give off an awful lot of ether.
I see. So all Telethia in the vicinity flock there to feed on the ether, and as a result, keep the threat contained.
Oh, this hot noggin of Kino. It get worse if not shut up.
But my ether, it worked against fog beasts, but not the Fog King. Or rather, it didn't even seem to make direct contact with him.
Shulk, Melia, would you do me a favor and head to Teelin's lab, borrow his Telethia research notes for me?
Sure, we can do that for you.
There's something I'd like to look up about the Telethia's ether field.
Understood.
On another note,
What do you have plugs on your
we heard that you
shoulders?
spoke out against the companions.
I voiced an opinion, yes. I can understand their impatience. Their ancestral home was right there. However, I couldn't abide watching them throw away more lives for nothing.
Nothing. Sounds quite stark.
At first, there were hundreds of us living here.
Oh my god.
But now, well, you've seen for yourselves.
And all because of the Fog King.
Yeah. So I think you can see why I said what I said. If we
Yeah.
end up extinct, we'll have won nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You could have phrased it better, though, sir.
Well spoken. But I'm sure the companions would find those words hard to swallow.
Right. Hence,
I'm
should have
sorry.
phrased it better.
Your people are no more free to go home than we are.
No need for you to apologize, Melia. In truth, it's not costing me any sleep. They seem to be catching on too. After all, they've stayed put since then.
When you put it like that,
Yeah, we'll see about getting them to come back, though.
the people of Gran Dell, they're living under considerable strain, not knowing what became of their homes, and with no means of return.
I mean, this could be their home now.
But that's also true of Maxis. His people lost their homes too.
Yes, but they're feeling desperate, and it's making them unreasonable.
It too sad.
We were like that too once, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
That true?
But we learned, eventually. All because we wanted to protect the world. And we made that dream a reality. We brought down Zanza.
Overcoming our prejudice gave us strength in unity, because we shared a goal.
Radzum's folk, the companions, and us as well. We all share the same goal.
Yeah, but to be fair, the companions kind of went about it really badly.
Defeating the Fog King and returning home.
Sounds like job for Hero Punkino. Just let Nene at him.
Aww.
Thank you, everyone.
Mama, what that thing?
Uh-oh. That's the rift.
Is that...
Yeah, it's the same thing, Shulk.
It's like the one we saw in Alchemoth, but much, much larger.
You're right.
Shulk, let's see if we can get closer.
Yeah.
Well, I have to explore the town first some more. Sorry. Oh, is that up in the, yeah, I think that might be up in the, thingamadoo. Anyway, so, like, here's the thing. Radzum could have phrased it much better. Specifically by saying, hey, rather than throw lives away for this, why don't we see what we can do to research this thing and figure out a way to defeat it? Because clearly what we are doing is not working. Like, that's kind of how it should have been phrased. You know, have it be, you know, make it clear that the eventual goal is to get back there. But, let's not throw lives away trying to do it when we could try and research some more. Okay. I can clearly get up there somehow. This is not a game that's supposed to require precision jumping or anything, guys. All the jumping sounds are hilarious.
I have become stronger.
31,600 XP. Eternal Zenith. Very nice. I had a feeling that there would be some reward. Oh god. No! Didn't mean to do that!
My strength is fading.
It's nice of you guys to teleport down. I was just trying to look down. There is water down there, so I could fall in there. And indeed, the game is telling me to do that, so... Whee! Lunar Grady. Hello. Ooh. I like the look of this vehicle. Emily.
Oh, won't someone hear my woes? If only someone around here knew about machines, they'd understand my concerns, surely. I assume from their expression that this matter bothers them.
Alright, alright.
Oh.
Oh, can I help you?
Ah, I'm sorry to bother you. I saw those mechanical parts and figured we might be able to use them to fix the junks.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but everything you see here is little more than scrap. Can you tell me what parts you're looking for specifically?
We need wiring to link up the generator and the drive system, as well as something to reinforce the hull.
Sounds rather complicated. That said, I do have an inkling. You've seen high-Entia airships before, right? Well, there are a few crashed ones in Alchemoth just lying there.
And you think we could strip them for parts?
Just so. Although I don't know what state they're in. You'll have to go and work that out for yourselves.
Right, I see.
I would have investigated them myself, but everyone else warned me off, saying it's too dangerous, so I relented. Still, from what I remember of my preliminary study, I think there should be 3 of the machines left.
Okay, so that's why you can go up on the outer ridge on the 2nd level. Understood. Thank you for sharing the information with us.
Oh, one moment. I may have a request to go with all that. There are actually some parts I need too. Would you mind terribly finding them for me and bringing them all back together? Of course, that's no problem at all. Alright, investigate the airship in the vicinity of Alchemoth's main entrance. Recommended level 65. You may be able to get the parts for repairing the junks from airships grounded in Alchemoth. The party decides to investigate. Fixing up the junks. 20,000 monies, Rudra wristband, Rudra bottoms, Rudra shoes. You'll accept that quest? I will accept that quest, Lolical. Thank you. What kind of parts are you after? I'm so glad to hear you ask. What I need is a palm-sized cog. Understood. We'll keep our eyes out for one of those. I'm counting on you. No problem. Leave it to me. I will do everything I can to help. I will follow your lead. Thanks, Melia. Alright.
Hello.
Yeah, meat is nice and all, but really, I think seafood's where it's at.
Hello.
I mean, food's the foundation, right? We might not feast like we did in Alchemoth, but I still want people to eat well. Hello.
Hey.
Ah, good of you to come by. Sulsatana. Mind if I ask you for a spot of help? I could really use an assistant right now. Tell me in greater detail. As you've probably gathered, we use these ancient structures for housing. When we first arrived, they were already deserted, ruined almost beyond all hope of repair. We've been doing our best to keep things tidy, but with the march of time, the rubble starts to pile up. We'd like nothing more than to clear it out, but with our numbers, we can't shift the heavy stuff. That's where you come in. No, I wasn't expecting you to drag it around by yourselves. I was hoping you could get us some hoverstone. It's a mineral with levitational properties. If we could lift the rubble using that, a few pairs of hands would suffice. Collect 3 pieces of hoverstone at Saltner Seal Island. Pillar Knoll and a Scapular Lance. Oh, I've gotten 2 out of 3. Alright. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The ancient city of Gran Dell is peppered with rubble. Hoverstone would make it easy to remove. Collect some hoverstone. Recommended level 70, 48,000 monies. You'll accept that quest? I will accept that quest, Lolical. And the quest name is Rubble Trouble. Thank you. Hoverstone can commonly be found on Saltner Seal Island, Pillar Knoll, and in the area of the Scapular Lance. 3 pieces should be enough to make our work swift and easy. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. If need any extra help, Nene happy to lend support. Alrighty.
What's that?
Have you come to listen to Bama talk too? Everyone in this town works for the good of the others in some way, but between us, I think Bama's the hardest worker of all. At the very least, you can see the desire to sell people a good product radiating off him in waves. Alright. Still a quest up above. Congenial cogs. Oh, there we go. Seems like it's lacking punch. Anything else we could use?
All right.
Huh? You want something from me? Your faces kind of have that look. Right, I see. That sounds rough. And you came from Companion's Cape? Then, I've got a question for you. On your way to Gran Dell, do you come across any hard-looking rock or rare materials or anything like that? Saw some hard rocks, saw rare materials, saw ether deposits. I mean, we definitely saw ether deposits. Yeah, I know all about those. We have a few of them in Gran Dell as well. Ah, well, still, thanks for telling me about that. I've got something to talk to you about as well, if that's okay. Tell me in greater detail. Right, so, I'm currently making tools for those fixing and expanding the ramparts. And I'd like to make them stronger. That's why I've been asking after better materials. Well, actually, I've got an idea, but I'll need a catalyst to make it work. I'm not tough enough to track it down by myself, but since you know all kinds of other materials, I figured you'd know. Say, now that I think about it, couldn't I just ask you a lot to get it and bring it to me? That'd be way easier, right? The catalyst I want to use is found near the Barrow Ruins Cave. It's a stone people call the Cerulean Shard. As for your reward, maybe I could upgrade any tools you're carrying while I'm working on ours. I can work with anything, like for example that ether pick you've got. How about it? Bet I could strengthen it to improve the output so you could mine better stuff. Not too shabby, eh?
Alright, look for a cerulean shard around Barrow Ruins Cave. Finding happiness. In return for finding a catalyst for him to use in his tool upgrades, Lot offers to improve your ether pick. Find him a cerulean shard in Barrow Ruins Cave. You'll accept that quest? I will accept that quest, Lolical. I was hoping you'd say that. Phew, I'm really glad you just happened to be walking right by. Well, don't let me stop you. I'll be waiting.
Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste.
If need any extra help, Nene happy to lend support.
I'll take that swirly slash.
Are you that?
I am that, yes. Have you been acquainted with Lady Winnie? She's a Homs who fled here from Alchemoth. I was very worried for her when we first arrived in Gran Dell. She was broken, physically and spiritually. She devotes herself to looking after the Armus these days. And she tries to put on a brave face, but I can tell. Sometimes there's this most vulnerable look in her eyes, and I find it really rather compelling. Pardon? Sorry, perhaps that was a bad turn of phrase. I just want to look after her, alright? Make sure she's safe.
Are you that?
Looks like that Ardred fool's taken to a liking to Lady Winnie. I confronted him about it, and he insisted that it wasn't the case, but I can read him like a book. It's plain as the day from his behavior. Why is he trying to hide it? It's just bizarre. You see that platform? I often see Lady Winnie out by the lake from there. And every time she's out there, Aldred shows up on the opposite shore, without fail. Now is that not a man stricken by the disease of love? Pardon? Is he my rival? Pfft, surely you jest. I have only the noblest of intentions, and that's to ensure Lady Winnie's welfare. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, alright, these are giant ruins. Got it. Given that position. Alright, so this is where we were. I don't think that I could drop down to that water. There we go. More Sub-Zero steel. Alright. Back down we go. So we got some other people to talk to. And we also... Did someone just fall? I heard someone fall. Oh well. Celine.
It's a great view of Alchemoth from here. Until we came to the shoulder, I'd always lived inside Alchemoth. It was really weird seeing the outside for the first time.
Come and see!
I think about life in Alchemoth every day. My mom and dad were there. They'd pack us lunches and we'd eat them on a bench by the fountain. I miss that.
Come and see!
Yeah, there we go. It lived. Haha. First of all, let's come over here and get this. It is a pastime to end the episode. But let's get this. HP Steel 2. Recovery up 2. Recovery up 3. And let's see, you're just a couple kids, huh?
How's things?
I guess you're not a kid, huh?
So you've come from Teelan's laboratory, have you? You know, Teelan's about the same age as my little boy. Oh, can I tell you an anecdote? Before everyone knew Teelan as a huge bug maniac. Even now, whenever he visits Gran Dell, him and my boy talk bugs for hours. Isn't that nice? Aw.
How's things?
Somewhere in the confusion of the Great War, Teelan got his hands on some notes of research about the Telethia. Yeah, that was us. That was us. That must be how he came to shoulder the responsibility for our race's future. It must have been the work of fate. I hope his research bears some fruit by the time my son grows up. I'm looking forward to finding out either way.
Wanna play?
Oh, you're a Pod Spectre friend. I was gonna say I saw at least 2 of them around here before, but maybe they're both already with you? Sorry, I'm still not great at telling Nopon apart from one another. Oh, but I do know that the 3 different flag colors. That's helpful, right?
Wanna play?
Those Pod Spectre flags are totally the Brog's clogs. I've decided when I'm all grown up, I'll become a Pod Spectre too. And you betcha I'll choose the powerful red flag for myself.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, when we come back next time, we'll continue to explore. There's just a little bit left to explore here in town, I think. A couple more people to talk to kind of thing. And then, when we come back next time, we got some quests to do. See you next time, everyone.